Hi, my name is Pearson. I've spent my summers growing up here on Lake St. Catherine in Vermont. Over the years, I've been increasingly dismayed over the increase in weeds in the lake and how the deterioration of the lake is now keeping us from all the activities we once routinely enjoyed. The problem seemed to begin with the introduction of Eurasian water milfoil, an invasive weed which has been clogging up bodies of water around the world. Over the time I've known the lake, more and more dead vegetation filled the lake with accumulating organic matter, what we call sediment or muck, which is causing many areas to become even more shallow, significantly impeding swimming, boating, and other lake activities each succeeding year. 6 years ago, this shallow water in summer heat led to the loss over 100 northern pike. Just imagine, over 100 large fish dead on the surface from asphyxiation, a painful death that was unnecessary if the lake was just a little deeper and more oxygen was available. So a group of local citizens band together to help correct this problem and formed the Lake St. Catherine Conservation Fund. After much research, they found an alternative already being used in other lakes to great success. It is called aeration. Aeration is the process that brings oxygen to the microorganisms that are already in place at the bottom of the lake. This holds great potential to reduce the accumulating organic matter. And so, a preliminary system was put in place in the Little Lake section near the village of Wells. And after 4 years, it proved that oxygen works best in restoring this type of deteriorating lake. As the microorganisms are stimulated with oxygen, they multiply and digest more and more of the organic muck at the bottom of the lake. The soft bottom of the lake gets deeper, plants grow less densely, and fish and other animals proliferate. Plants and animals end up in a better, balanced, healthier environment. Check out the underwater photography on YouTube under Lake St. Catherine Aeration. The aeration system on the east side of the Little Lake has already increased the soft bottom depth by 4 feet. The new west side aeration project has increased depth in places over a foot in the first month of operation. Just as significant, there had been no fish kills in our lake since aeration began and no significant algae problems. But while we know that a deeper lake will eventually lead to a reduction of nuisance plants, that effect will take years. In the meantime, lily pads and other aquatic plants continue to proliferate and cover large areas. In order to keep the lake navigable and attractive for other recreational use, we need to deal with these plants now. Until the lake is deep enough to prohibit plant growth, the best solution is harvesting, which is a process by which a machine cuts and removes the plants at a depth of about 1.5 feet. Moreover, there is a desperate need to dredge one corner of the lake that has a foot or less of water, and it needs to be done soon. But to accomplish these lake restoration projects, there is a need to raise funds and move quickly as degradation in other parts of our lake is accelerating. The citizens recently applied for a permit for 5 new zones to be aerated, but the state of Vermont has reacted negatively. For the citizens' efforts to succeed, vocal and financial support is needed. This is a call to action generated from the grassroots of our community to restore our lake for future generations. Here's where you come in. You can help by donating funds to the program to restore Lake St. Catherine. Please visit us at www.lakematters.org or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/lakematters. You can also let your elected officials know there is a better way to restore our precious lake resources. Be aware that other lakes in Vermont are watching this situation carefully. Specifically, 2 other Vermont lakes would also like to restore their lakes with this environment-friendly approach. So your help to Lake St. Catherine would have a positive ripple effect on other deteriorating lakes. The Lake St. Catherine Conservation Fund Incorporated is a 501c3 not-for-profit corporation with 0% overhead, so all contributions go directly to projects that will restore our once beautiful lake and encourage other citizen groups to restore their lakes.